Welcome to part 22. What surprised me the most about engineering? All right, so I've already talked to you about the math. When I got in my field, in my job, in my position, I realized that the math is not hard. I told you the hardest math that I do is addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and I measure and convert units every now and then. But that was one of the things that surprised me. If there is any hard level math, it's already built into the program, and I just have to plug in the numbers, and the program actually does all the calculations for me. So a lot of the engineers that you will encounter now, not saying all, but most of them are just putting numbers in the program and letting the program do the calculations for them. Not really a lot of engineers just doing calculations by hand in the field. But again, just my experience, I just had to insert numbers in the program that I used did the calculations. Another thing that surprised me is I get a lot of respect as a woman. So that was something that I was concerned about, being that this field was heavily dominated by men. And then here I come in with my background in language arts, but I get a lot of respect as a woman. And I just believe it's because I'm extroverted. I'm very extroverted. So I am a very personable. I like to talk. And so it just naturally makes people gravitate towards me. And so when you are in a manufacturing environment and you're down there working and you're working and you're working, and then you see this engineer walking around and you're just like, yeah, I know she can help me. So I would get stopped a lot and be called upon. Hey, can you help me with this? Hey, we're doing this, but I think it would be better if we did this. So that surprised me a lot. I get a lot of respect as a woman, and a lot of people look to me. So Chastity, so what should we do about this? And they are looking to me to give them the plan. You are calling the shots as the engineer. You are the engineer. And so whatever you say as the engineer, that's it. You are calling the shots. And you will hear people say, well, the engineer said that we need to do this, or the engineer said we need to do that. Or if there's a problem, hey, go get the engineer. So that's what we are there for. We are there to solve problems. And so once we solve the problem, we expect for you all to just follow the lead and direction of the engineer. Something else that surprised me, sometimes people try to force me into being a manager. And I wish that I could say that that only happened at one company that I was working at. But for some reason, that has happened at all the places that I've worked at. It's almost like they look to the engineer as being a manager. You're calling the shots. And so I'm looking for you to tell me what to do. And I had to remind people many, many times, I am not your manager. So you're going to just do exactly what your manager tells you to do. But yes, I'm an engineer and I'm here to solve this problem. But as far as like, hey, I don't want to work over here anymore. Yeah, you need to talk to your manager. So I have found that a lot of people try to force me into a manager role, and I have to remind them, no, I'm an engineer. I'm not your boss. I only tell you what to do when it comes to the manufacturing process. But if you don't want to work over here, yeah, that's something you need to talk to your direct supervisor about. But those are some of the things that just stood out for me when I became an engineer.